So in this section I want to show a few things about Dynamesh and the resolution issue that was occurring, and I can't believe I forgot that you actually have to do something to the mesh first for any change in resolution to occur. So what was happening, folks, were bumping up the resolution, trying to re-Dynamesh, and nothing was happening. In fact, I think I can turn polyframe on here, and I think I can show what I'm talking about. So hold control and re-Dynamesh. This was at 128 and nothing happened. But if I do a little something to it, I'm just going to kind of switch down here to the underside, and smooth is usually what I do. I do a little, hold shift and smooth, or that might be a bit much in this case. Let me undo that. Maybe just kind of touch it with the brush just to get it to do something. Now when I re-Dynamesh at that higher resolution of 256, you see it bumps up. And while I'm in here, let's see, I'm going to go down to my poly groups, and I'm going to group visible so that I have it all the same. Yeah, it looks good. So let's turn polyframe off, and I'm using my tablet, so my navigation skills are a little bit awkward, but my tablet is, I think, necessary, especially for showing, say, some of the trim dynamics. Yeah, just that little bit that I did down there also seemed to have a little bit of an effect on it. So let's smooth some of that out. And I may want to go up to an even higher resolution. That still looks a little bit coarse down here, so I'll give it a go and see how it does. But yeah, in fact, I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to go ahead and let's take that up. 512 or thereabouts, and let's clear the mask again, and got a little crinkly there. Let's undo that. I think I'm just going to keep it at 256 for right now, and then if I need to polish things up a little bit, I can. So what I want to do is start adding, I've got these kind of pieces trimmed off the sides here, and they look pretty good, but I want to kind of put some beveling up in there. So let's see how we're doing here. Yeah, okay, everything's looking good. Let's add a bevel to this using the trim dynamic brush right here. So I'm going to start on that. And the way this works is, wherever I draw, it starts to flatten along that. But unlike planar, it can follow the contours of the mesh. So you can get better kind of flattening and beveling along things. Let's see how that works. Yeah, see, so now I'm getting pretty good little bits of bevel along there. You can also, and sometimes this works a lot better with a tablet than it does with a mouse. You can also make your life a lot easier with the stroke tool up here. So I'm going to come in, turn on lazy mouse, and in this case I'm going to have to crank my lazy radius. I think it's by default it's down at 1, but I'm going to have to turn it up pretty high because this is a pretty big piece. So once I've done that, now you'll see that, let's get centered and zoomed a little bit. As I start the bevel, you see that red line kind of drawing out, and once it hits that size radius that I set, that's when the stroke starts. So it makes it a lot easier for me to mouse along the curve of that thing. I've probably got my pressure set on my tablet, a little bit too high, but let's re-Dynamesh and see what we get there. That's actually not too bad. Yeah, that's kind of nice. So I hope this helps. This is a great way to sculpt with the trim dynamic brush, and with some of the planar and polish brushes. You can get some pretty nice effects out of things fairly quickly. This thing is still fairly low res. I'd want to up the res at some point and continue working with it and do a little bit of smoothing, evening out of things up here. So we'll see you in the next video.